So before I get started in today's video, which is a pretty serious problem we got coming, I mean, I can't believe the president and the vice president would do anything like this. Well, I guess some of you would have guessed it, but who knew? So I made a mistake today. We schedule our events, going to town to go grocery shopping and getting supplies. So I usually try to do it like on a Tuesday or a Friday. We go shopping at Save-A-Lot, and Save-A-Lot always has sales come out on Wednesday, and so then you go Friday and you can pick up those sales really cheap, especially on meat, because then they're starting to reduce prices. I mean, it's great. So I said, let's go Friday. So grab the propane tanks, and we only have one full one left. The rest of them are hooked up. So we got 4 of the here that we got, and then I got the one that goes to the generator, but it's only about half full, which we could use if needed. So we go, and I wasn't thinking what today is. It's Friday before Easter, so they were closed, so we didn't get any propane. And it may be a while before we get to go back to that area. We're laid out in such an odd way. Where we go get propane, there's a Save-A-Lot. So 1 month we go get propane and food from that Save-A-Lot, and then the next month we have to go to a different town to go to Save-A-Lot and get chicken food. So I might just have to bite the bullet and travel the distance to get both. It will be a huge trip. So I just found something out. I didn't realize this. As you know, Carolyn, my wife, is fake. You guys known that though ever since I was a nomad. Since she doesn't get on video, then obviously she's fake. And I would say at least 6 or 7 times a month, somebody will get on in the comment section and say, I don't think Carolyn's a real person. I've never seen her. Well, that's because you're not looking. I mean, Carolyn has anxiety. I've told you this before. And she doesn't want to get on YouTube. I don't understand why this is such a big deal. Not a lot of people want to get on YouTube. Heck, I don't like being on YouTube. So why is it so strange that somebody doesn't want to get on YouTube? Well, apparently, if you're not on YouTube, yes, you're fake. Kind of changes the definition of fake. I always thought fake meant it wasn't real. But hey, fake means you're not on YouTube. Got it. Last night, I got another comment. Well, I've just discovered something about you. Everything you do is fake. You have a fake wife, and you have a fake well. Huh. That's new. How's my well fake? Well, let me tell you something. My well is fake because I've never seen you run it. Oh, well, yes, you have. Just like you've seen Carolyn on videos. I mean, she's in the background sometimes, and heck, there's even a video where she featured the whole thing. I have shown the well. Just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it didn't happen. But let's give it a shot here. Oh, what's that noise? That's air coming up. Air, fake air. It's fake air. It's not really real. I generate this noise through AI. AI is making this noise. What is that? Chat GPT? What do you call that? Oh, fake water. Yeah, that's not real water. That's fake. Chat GPT. At it again. Running into a fake bucket with fake water. Wow. Because I need to shut it off. I don't want to run it too long because I'm using those fake solar panels that are making fake electric to run my fake well to produce fake water. I don't know, some of the things people come up with. If I haven't seen it, then it ain't real. It's not that if it's not on video, it's not real. It's if I haven't seen it, it's not real. So I'm gonna go down here and shut the fake converter off that changes the fake DC electric into fake AC electric so I can run the fake well to make fake water, which is about 100 feet down. I've told you this before, which is a fake trip. None of it's real. I tell you, these jets have been active a lot. These warthogs, I think they're called A1 warthogs. They're pretty cool. And I know what they do. They see all this white here, the tarp and the camper. And so they actually, I really do believe they are target practicing on my stuff. So what I do here is I got a switch that runs to the well. So I shut that off. And then this bottom inverter, I have a switch here. I'll shut off. You can see that shut off. That's the 2,000 watt inverter. And the 2,000 watt inverter runs the well. The 1,000 watt inverter, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that, but there he is right up there. That fake airplane. So I wanted to talk about the president and what he did. So I've talked to you a lot about preppers and off-gridders and the difference between the prepper and an off-gridder. Although a lot of off-gridders are turning into the prepping style, I try to stay with the off-gridding style. So the style that I'm talking about is the fearmongers. And a lot of off-gridders are becoming fearmongers. I mean, conspiracy theorists. I just talked to one the other day about this boat collapse. This guy is supposed to be an off-gridder. And he was talking about this boat collapse, or the boat running into the bridge, and collapsing the bridge, and how it's a government cover-up that the government is trying to destroy, or, you know, I don't know what he said. But, you know, it obviously it wasn't just an accident. There's no way this is an accident. This was done strategically. And he mentions that you can see the puff of smoke from the engines, and that was them speeding up to hit the bridge. Well, my thinking was, is if they wanted to speed up, why didn't they speed up way downstream and get a full head of steam to come after it? But no, they waited until they were just a few hundred yards away from it and then sped up. Like boats react like cars. They don't. It takes time to get going. Those jets are going to drive me nuts. So I suggested, well, this is before I really knew anything, in the comment section, I figured they were just backing up when they got power back and try to get away from it. But hey, what do I know? I didn't realize, and this is what I said in the comment section, that the Titanic was a terrorist activity against icebergs when they went full speed in reverse, full speed astern. That was a terrorist attack against an iceberg. And the guy literally replied back, well, that tells you how much you know. The Titanic was a setup by Rockefeller to kill all the rich people. I mean, this is literally the first time I've ever heard this. I've never heard of this. I'm sure all of you are going to tell me about all the conspiracies and the moon landing and all that. Just to give you my thinking on the moon landing and most conspiracies. I mean, I realize a lot of conspiracies are true, but I just wait for the facts to come out because they're going to come out. But the moon landing, here's the one. Everybody says we didn't go to the moon. It was a big Hollywood set. So let's just say how many people worked on the Hollywood set? 200,000-300,000? It would have been a massive undertaking. So let's just say it was 300,000 people, all sworn to secrecy by the government, not to say a word to anybody that it was a cover-up. What about all the whistleblowers? Every time there's something to happen, you've got some guy, a whistleblower, who is protected by Congress, that comes out and squeals about it because they don't like it. I mean, when the Supreme Court was getting ready to do a landmark decision earlier this year, late last year, landmark decision, somehow it leaked out what was going to happen. So you're telling me not one whistleblower came out and said this was a Hollywood staged event? So I don't believe it. You can't keep that many people quiet. Somebody's going to talk, and after this many years, somebody's going to talk. I'm not going to buy into conspiracies. You know, when the epidemic happened and we all were supposed to get the thing in the arm, I didn't do it. But that's not because I was buying into some conspiracy. I wanted more information. I didn't care about what everybody was saying, although what they were saying turned out to be true. It just didn't matter to me. I was just more worried about my own personal health. But these guys, you know, they've got a conspiracy for everything. Everything that is bad, everything bad that happens is some sort of government thing. Apparently, according to these conspiracy theories, and from what I can understand, things don't go wrong. Nothing goes wrong in life. Everything is perfect. We live in absolute paradise if we just got government out of the way. Paradise would bloom. no car accidents, no boat accidents, no airplane accidents, no wars, no nothing. Everything would be perfect. Everything that bad happens is a government conspiracy. Just ask them, they'll tell you. It's not that I'm a prepper. I'm not a prepper. I've said that many times. Although I feel like I can handle a lot of situations, there are situations that I can't handle. So I'm not too worried about life. Here's the thing I've always said. I'm not too worried about conspiracy theories because we have enough bad stuff to worry about already. Why make stuff up? Look, here's the thing. If the boat was actually turns out to be a terrorist plot by our government to tear down the bridge, it'll come out. And then I'll say, okay, well, that's just another reason why I don't want to vote for this guy or that guy, whatever. I don't need to sit there and worry about something that, in all honesty, probably won't affect me. Oh, yes, it will. Oh, they shut down that dock. That's where all the supplies come into. Well, we're going to die. We're going to starve to death. Yeah, that's what they said when California pretty much shut down their docks also. Remember all that back then? Yeah, inflation hit it a little bit and it's stressful and it's terrible. I tell you what, next time you go vote, don't vote for the guy that's doing all this. I don't know. But why scare everybody? Why live in constant fear? I don't get it. So the other day, I'm making videos about chickens. I've been making, I don't know, about a week's worth of video chicken videos. Of course, I get an email from somebody that tells me to watch this video about power lines. Now, I know why they sent me this video. I'm sure of it because I got a power line going through my yard. And I've been told a million times these power lines will kill me. What I don't understand is everybody in the country has a power line near them. If you live on a road, there's power lines. Just look. It just so happens my house, my yard, kind of like the road. It's no different. When they're talking about power lines killing people, it's those big monster ones. I mean the ones, the huge power lines. This is just a regular house power line. So you folks are just trying to scare yourself or trying to scare me, and it's ridiculous. Now the thing is, he sends me this video, and the video link's broke. I can't even figure out what he's talking about. But apparently, you're not supposed to have power lines because, it's terrible. Let's live in fear. The reason I have a piece of power lines is because the property was cheap. The power lines made the property cheap because I have to keep an easement. Which is funny because I was watching one video after this, you guys sent me this link, trying to find the video that he's talking about. Some guy put a fence up, locked the fence on the easement. So when the power company needed to use the easement, which by law you have to keep open, it's right in your deed, your title. It says it. You got to have so much feet. So they just cut the fence open. They had every right to. You can't. It'd be like putting a fence on the road. Somebody's going to come along and cut the fence. So then somebody sends me a comment. Somebody comments and says, "Are you prepared for the epicenter of Locust coming to Missouri?" Because apparently Missouri is going to be the epicenter of Locust. And the way he worded it, it really made it sound like this is end times, biblical. Now I know somebody's going to say, "Oh, the locusts, they're talking about 2 different years worth of locusts, the 13-year and the 17-year. It's going to be the worst ever. We're all going to die, just like they did in biblical times. They're going to starve to death." Okay, you're just spreading fear. First of all, I'm not worried about it because I don't have a garden. I'm a carnivore. I'm sure I've told you this, 80 million times. I'm a carnivore. I eat meat, eggs, and cheese. And when you ask me, well, what do you put on your eggs? Eggs. What do you put on your meat? Meat. What do you put on your cheese? Cheese. That's all I need. I don't need anything else. Look, here's the thing about, just real quick, I'm going to switch subjects on this just for a second. I know that people seem to think you have to have flavors. My quality of life has improved so much. I can breathe, I can move, I'm losing weight, I feel good, I'm healthy. I get the flu and it's gone within hours. I told you that the other day. That means you have a strong immune system. Well, it's all got to be because of the meat, eggs, and cheese. So I would rather have a better quality of life than enjoying ice cream. So back to the locusts. We're not raising a garden. The chickens are going to have a field day with locusts. I won't have to feed them for 3 months. I mean, think about it. This is going to be great. So yeah, I'm prepared. But apparently, You know, this is so bad, president and the vice president had to be blamed for it. We just better blame them, because this is the end of times. And remember, if it wasn't for government, the world would be paradise. I don't know who launched the Locust in the biblical times, but apparently it was a king or a politician or someone, because it was paradise. The only people who screw it up is government. Now, I know somebody's going to be sarcastic. Yeah, government is only screwing things. Things happen. And the locust is a thing that just happens every 17 and 13 years. So, okay, yeah, we're going to have more locusts. Now, the plant life, they're going to eat all the corn. Why do we talk about GMOs so much? Nobody wants to eat GMOs. Well, the GMOs is what's keeping the locusts from eating the corn. So if you click this up next box, it'll take you to a video where I was talking about the chicks being moved to the trailer. So if I can inspire you to stop being afraid so you can live your dreams. Thanks for watching.